Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Marcus Sims, and this is my critical assignment video on the dancing guy from Chapter 11 Leadership. Bear with me, where I'm in the middle of a move, and this is my quiet space while my wife is sleeping, and it's about 3 a.m. in the morning. So if I start to, I guess you could say, go off topic, I'm sorry ahead of time, but thank you guys for watching. So, just a quick breakdown of Chapter 11. We learned a great deal about leadership and its role that it takes within an organization. Now, a lot of people might think that leadership is a trait that someone might be born with. You know, when we come into an organization, we join a team, whatever it is, there's always that one person that stands out, and we like to think to ourselves, like, hey, I kind of want to be like that guy. But realistically, in my opinion, leadership is something that it's a trait that everybody has. You know, everybody already, to me, everybody is a leader in their own sense, and we'll definitely break down into that a little bit later into the presentation. So the organization that's represented in this case study is YouTube. They're if without YouTube, we probably wouldn't have the dancing guy. So thank you to YouTube. Tip my hat off to you guys for giving me something to write and talk about. So let's break this down. So the dancing guy, basically what it is, it breaks down a gentleman that it looks like a concert, and he's dancing outrageous. And basically, he's dancing so outrageous that the whole synopsis of it is: do people think he's an outcast, or what are people going to do? What are their reactions going to be like since he's dancing so crazy? And what happens actually is crazy. So one person actually joins him, and he starts dancing just as crazy as the dancing guy. And at the 44-second mark, I believe, he basically waves down. The first follower waves somebody down, and now there's three people dancing. So now, three, it's a party. But now, not only is there three people, but follower after follower after follower all join in. And now there's a huge group, huge party dancing crazy. Now, to start at the beginning of this, the leader has to have courage. And in this case, the dancing guy, he has tons of courage. And it takes a lot to just go out there and dance, ridiculous. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Now, in the case, basically, the leader had to make himself look, of course, comical, yet easy to follow. Now, this is something that kind of reflects in the workplace as well, because if you're an easy leader to follow, kind of lead by example, anybody should be able to kind of grasp and catch on to what you bring to the table, and by reflecting that upon everybody in the organization, it's kind of like a domino effect, So it's one person starts it off, and then it just keeps, it makes its way all throughout the organization. Sorry, there's like a spider on my wall. See, it's already going off topic. So basically, like I was saying, the dancing guy, he doesn't hesitate when spectators join him. He treats everybody equally, and he has nothing to lose at this point, only because he's kind of like the trending topic in the dancing area of the park. To me, of course, it takes a lot of guts and glory to do this, and I tip my hat off him for doing it. And to me, this gives other people, no reason not to join once they see a whole entire group engaging in something that's all the same. So if you're in an organization, if one person's doing A and everybody's following A, you don't have too many people who are off track and doing B. Everybody wants to be together. So there were a few things in the chapter to me that kind of tied everything into one another. There's transformational leadership, and this is the active promotion of the values, to provide a shared vision of the organization. Now, leaders and members, they're bound together in a higher moral purpose. The leader raises the aspirations of the followers in such a way that they think they act beyond their own self-intentions. Now, they didn't have the intentions of dancing crazy, but what the leader did is he raised their aspirations, kind of broke the ice a little bit, and then they joined, which is huge in any organization. The second thing that is made up, partially from transformational leadership, it's followership. Now, this is an approach in which leaders don't exist without followers, which is true. If the dancing guy didn't have people join him in the first place, he would have just been a crazy dancing guy. So without those people who followed him, he'd be nothing. So followership helps us improve in overall group performance, which you guys saw in the video. For this to be extremely effective, in my opinion, it is truly based on good communication, the dancing, and it has to be made up of one follower after another. And that's exactly what we see take place in the whole entire video. Lastly, we have symbolic action, and what this is, this is the conception that focuses on ways the leader is able to frame and define reality for others. Now, leadership is conceived as a process of interaction rather than a thing. Now, in this understanding, leadership is socially constructed, through interaction and emerges as a result of the sense making and actions of both the leaders and the followers. So a key feature of this theme is that leadership is not a thing, but rather a process that emerges and is reproduced in an ongoing manner throughout the daily sense-making activities of its members. So basically saying that, hey, the key feature out of the dancing guy, it's really the process that emerges with everybody dancing, which is fantastic. So again, the dancing guy and some of the things that are mentioned in this this video that can go a long way for organizations is how everything is so systematic. Everything is working together in order to make things happen, and those are the things that we need in all organizations. You need to be systematic in order to be successful. Being successful is key for any organization, and hey, we wouldn't be good without it. And so, like I said, I thank you guys for watching this video, and as mentioned in the chapter. And in the course of our professional careers, we're all likely to have several leadership opportunities and to be confronted with many difficult decisions we might have to make in our futures, which is great. So I hope everybody has, those big leadership traits, and I hope we're all great leaders one day. And after watching this video and the dancing guy, to me, at the end of the day, the real question for organizations and ourselves is, what kind of leaders do we want to be, and do we have what it takes to show the courage of the dancing guy and his first follower? Just something to let marinate. I know I kind of went over the time frame here in regards to the project, but hey, I have attached it to the video. Anybody who would like to view it, feel free. I go a little bit more in depth. And no, thank you guys for watching. Everybody's projects were awesome. It's the 8th week. We knocked it out the ballpark, and it's 3:07. I gotta hit the hay. I gotta be up early for work. So God bless you guys, and have a great week.